So I started watching Pixels last night with my girlfriend because I heard it's such a bad movie, but I didn't believe it myself. And as I was watching Pixels, I realized that this movie is bad. I fell asleep halfway through it, and I told myself it must get better. So I finished it up this afternoon, and it did not get any better. As a matter of fact, it got worse. So if you don't know what Pixels is, it's about these 80 arcade games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Bros, Galactica. They find their way into our universe and they try to take over our universe. And as I was watching it, everything about the story and the plot was so predictable and stale. It's a story and a plot that I've seen many, many, many times where they beat one boss, they celebrate, they beat another boss, they celebrate, have a big party thinking that they won the whole thing, and then ultimately at the end, it wasn't the end. They have to fight the boss again, fight another bigger boss, and then they beat that bigger boss, and then it turns out to be the ending. Everyone lives a happy life. That's exactly how the movie ends and how the movie goes. So if you haven't watched Pixels, do yourself a favor and don't, because it's not that good of a movie. Now, let me get into why it's such a bad movie. First and foremost, um, this might be a hot take, but I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan. There are some Adam Sandler movies that I will watch, but I'm not a big connoisseur of Adam Sandler. I'm not going out of my way to watch an Adam Sandler movie. I do think, like I said, he's an okay actor. I don't think he's all that though. So first and foremost, he was a terrible actor in this movie. I don't think he was that good of an actor in this movie. Some of the jokes that he did were just predictable. They were not funny at all. It was just vanilla when it came to Adam Sandler in this movie. He was literally nothing in this movie. He was the main character, but he was nothing in the movie. It felt like Kevin James was the main character of this whole movie. So, and let me get into Kevin James. Kevin James is the president of the United States in this movie. Yes, you heard me correctly. He is the president of the United States in the movie, and he has his friends over like it's his own house, like the White House. Like he has his friends over at the White House as if it's like his house. You have to get security clearance just to get into the White House, let alone to meet the president. You probably got to go through much more of a tedious process just to meet the president of the United States. And the fact that the president of the United States is having his two friends over when they're discussing how to beat Galactica, just in the Oval Office, and they're just chilling, talking on how they could beat it, is absolutely mind blowing to me. Because I'm like, why are you showing this in the movie? Like that this would never happen in real life whatsoever. Like there's no president of the United States or is gonna have two of his buddies that are working 9 to 5. Well, one working a 9 to 5 and the other one unemployed. Just come on over to the White House and discuss a plan on how to beat Galactica. Like that's just not gonna happen. So I do want to get that out of the way. That I was kind of irritated with that because it made no fucking sense whatsoever in the movie. But I do feel like the movie was kind of surrounded with Kevin James more so than I do think Adam Sandler. I felt like Adam Sandler was just vanilla and bland in this entire movie. Everything that he said was just corny as hell. He wasn't funny. He kind of seemed serious the entire time. The few jokes that he did throw out, like I said, were very predictable, very obvious, and just were not that funny at all. But when I was watching Pixels, I realized to myself, outside of the bad acting, the only thing good about it was the nostalgia. And that's the only good thing about Pixels. Seeing Pac-Man come to life and being like a big ass Pixel was fucking cool as hell. Seeing the creator of Pac-Man being in the movie was phenomenal as well. But outside of that, it's really not even that good of a movie. So I see why people are saying of how bad of a movie it is. But I wanted to come on and talk about Pixel. I decided that I'm going to start watching more movies that I have yet to see because I'm not really a movie connoisseur. Like I don't really watch much movies. The only movies I really watch, like franchise movies I've watched, are the MCU, Batman with like Christian Bale, um, Star Wars, Harry Potter. Like, I've yet to see Lord of the Rings, and that's another one I need to say and I see. But outside of all those movies, I need to be more assertive in my movie choices and watch more movies because I feel like I'm a very uncultured swine, especially when I go to fancy parties with the champagne glasses and my pinky ring is out. I need to make sure that I'm able to be pop cultured and talk about movies because I don't know anything outside of the MCU and Star Wars. So, and Harry Potter, but I decided that I'm going to start watching more movies, and every movie that I watch, I'm going to make it a personal opinion of mine to talk about the movie and whether I liked it or not. So this was the first Pixels that I decided to watch, and I must say it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Again, it came out 10 years ago, and I probably lost 10 years of my life watching it. So if you haven't seen it, like I said, do yourself a favor and don't. But I just want to come on here and give my opinion on Pixels. Hopefully, I was able to make you guys' day a little bit better. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Till the next video. Peace.